Hello students, how are you? So again, let's start with 6th standard science subject study. Student, today again, after finishing 13 lesson, we will see a very interesting chapter, that is chapter number 15, Air Around Us. Students, now we all know very well that air is very important for living being. But have you ever seen air? You might not have seen air, but surely you must have felt its presence in so many ways. You notice it when the leaves of the trees rustle, or the clothes hanging on a clothes line sway. Pages of an open book begin fluttering when the fan is switched on. The moving air makes it possible for you to fly your kite also. So, do you remember activity 3 in chapter number 5 in which you separated the sand and sawdust by winnowing? Winnowing is more effective in moving air. You may have noticed that during storms, the wind blows at a very high speed. It may even uproot trees and blow off the rooftops also. Now, in figure 15.1, children, you can see different types of firki. Have you ever played with a firki? So you have to make that firki and you have to take that firkis at different places. And by that you can come to know that wind is blowing in which direction. Okay. So if the firki is rotating, so what makes a firki rotate? Moving air, isn't it? Have you seen a weathercock? It shows the direction in which the air is moving at that place. Here you can see in figure 15.3 a weathercock, and it shows the direction in which the air is moving. Now, is air present everywhere and around us? Yes, air is present all around us. All living things need air to breathe. What is the air? About the air we will see now. Air is a mixture of gases on the earth. So children, air is nothing but the mixture of different gases. A thick blanket of air surrounding the earth's surface is called as atmosphere. And the moving air is called as wind. So that is the difference in between air and wind. Moving air is called wind. These are the figures that moves with the help of wind. Means that are the things which can move with the help of wind. So what is air, children? Air is the earth's atmosphere. Air around us is a mixture of many gases and dust particles also. Yes, children, in atmosphere, even though it is looking like clean and transparent, but still dust particles are present in air. It is the clear gas in which living things live and breathe. Air is a clear gas in which living things live and breathe. It has an indefinite shape and volume. It has no color or smell. It has mass and weight. It is a matter as it has a mass and weight. Air creates atmospheric pressure also, children. There is no air in the vacuum of the cosmos. Now we will see about atmosphere. The layer of air surrounding the earth is called the atmosphere. So what is meant by atmosphere? The layer of air surrounding the earth is called the atmosphere. And there are 5 layers of atmosphere. They are exosphere, thermosphere, mesosphere, stratosphere and troposphere. So these are the 5 layers of the atmosphere. Now how air is made of, by which gases air is made of. Now we will see composition of air. Until the 18th century, people thought the air was just one substance only. Until the 18th century. And experiments have proved that it is really not so. Air is not only just one substance, it is mixture of many gases. Let us find out about some of the major components of this mixture one by one. So, composition of air, in that we can see air contains mainly oxygen, nitrogen, and remaining includes carbon dioxide, noble gases, water vapor, dust particles, and traces of other gases. So in composition of air is mixture of gases, we have seen children, and in that nitrogen and oxygen are the major components, means the two main contents of the air are nitrogen and oxygen. In addition to this, air also contains small quantity of carbon dioxide, water vapor, and traces of other gases. So in this way, near about 99% occupied by nitrogen and oxygen, and 1% by carbon dioxide and other gases. Air contains about 0.003% of carbon dioxide. Plants and animals take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide during respiration. During burning, carbon dioxide is also produced. Oxygen supports for burning. At the same time, nitrogen does not support for burning. Carbon dioxide makes up a small component of air around us. Plant and animals consume oxygen for respiration and produce carbon dioxide. Plant and animal matter on burning also consume oxygen and produce mainly carbon dioxide and few other gases. We have seen about oxygen, nitrogen, then carbon dioxide. Now we are going to see about water vapor is also present in atmosphere or air. Air contains varying amount of water vapor depending on the weather of a place. The sun hits the water in ocean and seas. This water evaporates and forms. Here is an image of wet clothes dry. We have learned earlier that air contains water vapor. We also saw that when air comes in contact with a cool surface, it condenses and drops of water appear on cool surface. We have seen this in chapter number 14, water lesson. And the presence of water vapor in air is important for the water cycle in nature. So water's vapor also plays very important role in our life. Dust and smoke. The burning of fuel also produces smoke. Smoke contains a few gases and a fine dust particles and is often harmful also. That is why you see long chimneys in factories. This takes the harmful smoke and gases away from our noses but brings it closer to the birds flying up in the sky. Dust particles are always present in air. Air contains dust and also it contains smoke also. Now that we know the constituents of air, now we learn the importance of survival of living beings on this planet. In this way, children, today we have seen introduction of this lesson, chapter number 15, air around us. We have seen what is air and we have seen the constituents of air. We have seen carbon dioxide, nitrogen, then we have seen dust particles and smoke. We have seen water vapor also in that constituents of air. So read lesson very carefully, read chapter number 15, find out the hard words meanings and try to do each and every activity given in this chapter. In the next video, we will be watching activities also related to the topic. So thank you for watching video, children.